Hi everyone, welcome back to a brand new episode of Dead After Dark. So, first of all, excuse the hair, excuse the makeup. I'm going to work in a couple of hours, so I'm kind of just like, brilliant. So this week, as you probably already noticed, this isn't going to be a review. It's kind of going to be my first kind of story time vlog kind of thing. Well, it's not really a vlog, I'm not really telling you about me day, but recently, I've mentioned it in previous videos, I was involved, like long story short, I was involved in a project with a bunch of fantastic people, and an experienced filmmaker as well as our mentor for the whole project, and we made a movie and it's called I Wish I Had, and I will leave the link below in the bio because I need support, okay? I just need everyone to just watch it and just really kind of grasp it. So if you haven't seen the movie, please go and watch it now before you watch the rest of this video, because this is kind of a big spoiler for the kind of whole play out of it all, and it's you know, just trust us when I say go and watch it first before you hear what I have to say about it, because it will ruin it, okay? It just will ruin it, it'll be a massive spoiler. So just go and watch it first and just come back when you're done, okay? So not my fault if the next couple of minutes are just going to be a spoiler for you, right? So anyway, so the movie. In about January this year, my boyfriend's mum came to me and went, Lucy, you're a filmmaker, you want to do media, here is a piece of paper, put your name on it, put your date of birth and all this shit, all your details, your number, your email, your address, blah blah blah, and say what role you want. And I had like a bunch of ones. It was like everything you could do involved in a film. So it was like runner, director, producer, music composer, whatever. So it said choose three. So I was like, okay, so directing, acting, musician. They were my three options. And I thought, right, brilliant. I'm on camera right now. I'm kind of the type of person that either takes charge, or I'm the person that's on the camera. So I'm just like, yo, what up? I'm just, you know, that type of person that just has enough confidence to just say, yo, I'll take one for the team and I'll do presentations in class, I'll do this on camera, whatever. I don't give a shit. Sorry. So I ticked all my options and then I thought, right, okay, and I gave it back to my boyfriend's mum and she sent it away. And I thought, right, I'm not going to get it because it was a project that was with a big theatre, like a quite famous theatre group in the northeast. So I was like, nah, no way am I going to get that. But I thought, might as well apply. It's like those Facebook competitions. You might as well just like and tag a friend, so you at least have that slight chance of winning, you know, a trip away in Marbella and all this shit, which you probably won't even get because it's just fucking publicity stunts. But it's not the point. It's not the point, right? So a couple of months later, actually no it wasn't, it was like the next month, it was like a couple of weeks later, I was sat in the library in college, I get an email. It's from the guy, and he says, congratulations, you've made it on the project. I was like, yes! And loads of people, found out like a couple of weeks later, loads and loads of people applied, and I was chosen. I can't even remember why I was chosen. I think it was because the guy's friends with one of my lecturers. But yeah, anyway, not the point. So when I applied for it, I thought, no way. But, oh well, look at what I've done now. So it was a 4-day thing. Now, everybody knows who makes films and blah blah blah. It takes a lot longer than 4 days, okay? Like you can do like a couple of hours a day if it's like just a small project, and this was just a short film, okay? The movie is rounded up, it's 9 minutes long, so it's just a short project. It's not something that was huge, but it still takes a lot of editing. Like some movies take years and years and years, like Avatar. Do you know what I mean? That movie's taken ages to film. Some movies take a couple of weeks. It doesn't matter, okay? It just depends on what type of project you're making. So it took 4 days. 1 day for like the workshop, which was the kind of the whole premises of it. Day 2 was for post-production, which was the script writing, the role assignment, the location scouting. I think I've already said that. I can't even remember. I just don't give a fuck. And then and everything else. So it was just like getting props sorted, blah blah blah. And then between post-production and the actual filming, we had 2 weeks. So when us as a group weren't together, we were on video chats, we were messaging each other on Facebook, we were some of us were even meeting up to sort like stuff like props and locations and blah 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 and shooting schedules. So we figured out a shooting schedule and we had locations done. So when coming up with the storyline was probably the best bit for me, like coming up with it, because it was like we all got separated into 3 groups and we made 3 different stories. It was just like a rough idea, kind of just like this happened and that happened and then it ends like that, basic kind of thing. But it had to follow a certain kind of line of events, so like the start, the equilibrium, blah 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 blah. Again, you'll probably only understand if you're a filmmaker. Like, films don't just think, oh, why don't we just fucking, I don't know, the Vampire Diaries, for example. Why don't we just make a bunch of people vampires, have them running around, and let's have them having sex with each other? That's not what they do. They have to thoroughly plan out every episode. Like, every single episode they have to think, this needs to happen for that to happen. Then that event will then lead on to fucking like 3 seasons later, and then that'll happen, whatever, okay? So when we planned out, we had like obviously think of certain things. So we had this general idea of living life while, while we're alive. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm 17. I've just hit 17, and I feel like I was 12 2 days ago, and I feel like I just started school like 2 days ago, and I'm in my 2nd year in college. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just amazing how life surprises you, but it just does. It just surprises you in the most wonderful ways. And that is something I have learned over the past year. Life surprises you in the most wonderful ways. Anyway, so when we came up with the storyline, it was really fun. So it was also kind of depressing because of the movie. If you've seen it, you know the end and you know how it ends. It's just like, oh, imagine filming it. It was just a silent room and I was like clapped out. But anyway, it's not the point. So yeah, and I knew I wanted to be, like, as soon as I heard the story, I was just like, I want to be the actress. Like, even in all 3 films, I thought I just want to be involved in them all because they were just amazing. Okay. Like, some of these people, like their like thoughts and stuff, it really inspired me as like a filmmaker. And I wasn't as experienced as some of these people. Like, some of these people have been involved in movies in like Manchester and London and all over. And I like the director of the film, Becky. She is like tight with like a couple of like celebrities. Like, she knows them, she's met them, she talks to them. They're like, oh hi Becky, and then she, what? I forgot what one of them was. I think it was the Natalie Dormer or something. She was in the Hunger Games and she was in Game of Thrones and all this shit. But anyway, not the point. So they all inspired me. So then, when it came to the story, I was like, okay. And I thought, why don't we just tackle something that's real? I mean, usually people as filmmakers don't tackle the real shit. Like, stuff like 13 Reasons Why really hit everyone hard because everyone was like, wow, we've seen suicide in such a different way. And I think unless you kind of go through that experience of being depressed, or even in her case, I forgot what her name was, Hannah on 13 Reasons Why. I can't even remember watching it. Well, I do remember watching it, I just can't really remember what happens. But there's sexual assault, there's all sorts that's dealt with. So by dealing with the real things that are in life, it's just like, shit, like, we as filmmakers have that opportunity to do that. We can hit the hard stuff. We can do that, obviously under certain rules, because we can't be like, oh, let's make a movie about cancer, but then not do any research on it and not really understand what we're doing. So it is very carefully, like, for me to be prepared for the role of On I Wish I Had, I watched movies where people were terminally ill, or people had family members where they were terminally ill. I did a lot of research about kind of what the kind of mentality people have, and I thought, you know what, why not make this positive? And there's no really positive outlook on terminal illness, really, is there? But let's make it positive. So that's when the whole bucket list idea came into place, and when we saw the list and it was unticked at the end, we knew, well, I knew, I mean, you have to kind of watch it a couple of times, I think. Like, if you haven't seen it before, you probably have to watch it a couple of times, but it's kind of like, I don't really know how to describe it. It's like, and none of it was real. Like, that's the whole point. That's why the bucket list isn't ticked. If you never understood that, like, none of it was real. It was all imaginary. So she never actually did any of it. But it's kind of the idea of the fact that she died thinking about, like, before she died she was thinking about, you know, jumping over the bollards and going fancy dress in public and eating the biggest ice cream. That day was so good. I actually got to eat a massive ice cream as well. But anyway, it's not fine. So it was just, overall it was just a really, really fun project, and because it was my first kind of professional thing, I think that would probably be, like, so far for my kind of filming and media experience, that's definitely the highlight, because it got entered in the North East Young Filmmakers Awards along with a movie I made and then another movie I featured in, which was really cool. I was really proud of myself for. And my best friend Richard, because his movie got nominated as well. You should go and watch that. That's on his YouTube, Richard Mead. But yeah, so overall I'm just really, really proud of the project, and I really hope that you guys just watch it and give it a like, you know, give it a share, whatever you want, because it's something that I'm really proud of, because it was just so fun, and it was moving for me, because I was like, oh shit, like, I just remember going home when we'd wrapped up the entire thing, and I just thought to myself, I was just like, wow, like, you don't really know what kind of people experience, and you could walk past someone on the street who looks like a right melt, but then they could actually be going through the hardest time of their life. Do you know what I mean? It's really sad. It's really sad. Like, I don't know, like Christmas, like this year, like when I came back to college after New Year, I didn't even want to come back. Like, it's about to get really deep, but I had quite a bad heartbreak, and I decided that I was going to quit college. And most of my friends actually don't know this, but I decided I was going to quit. I decided I just didn't want to go back. I didn't have the energy to. I didn't want to. I was too kind of sad about it, and I was just like, I didn't want to see anyone. I kind of wanted to be on my own, and I ended up going back, and I ended up talking and getting closer to my boyfriend now. So it just for me, it goes to show, like, around my whole experience with kind of being sad. Everyone gets sad, but I mean, everyone kind of suffers different levels of sad, and for me it kind of just shows that life surprises you in the most wonderful ways again. Like, I didn't know going back to college would mean I'd fall in love with my boyfriend and move on with my life. And you know what's really funny? He's probably watching this video right now, laughing. I couldn't give a fuck. He's probably watching the start of it and then just been like, haha, what a mug. But he knows what he did. He knows how he made us feel. And I've got no other response to you, to be honest. Like, I'm disgusted. I was disgusted with the way that person behaved. I was disgusted with the way that all of my standards and respect for him went away like that after what happened. And to be honest, I don't really feel comfortable talking about it. I don't really feel like this is the place to talk about it, and I feel like maybe in the future I would talk about myself in a little bit more detail. But again, it just shows you that life surprises you in the most wonderful ways, and I've moved on and he's still alone. Sorry. How embarrassing. Anyway, so thank you for watching this episode, and again, I will leave the link for the movie in my bio thing below the description. So yeah, just please give it a watch and a like, and hopefully you'll like it, but whatever. Try not to cry, because most people who've watched it have said that they cried when it premiered at the award show. My boyfriend's mum and my mum was sat crying at it, so I can't tell whether it was because they were proud of us or because the movie was actually genuinely that sad. So anyway, thank you all for watching, and I guess I'll just see you all next time. Bye!